Art with Miss Strauss. Second grade art for September 28th through October 16th. Are you ready for Lesson 4, Curious Colors? Lesson Objective. Number 3, you will predict colors when mixing paint. Setting up your art space. Find a comfortable spot for you and your art materials. Now, the only thing you will really need today is your school laptop. We'll be using some digital drawing tools, but it's always nice to have writing utensils, some colored pencils and crayons, and paper to make notes or follow along if you choose to. Did you know? How do artists know which colors to mix to create new colors? Artists can mix new colors by experimenting and by understanding how the color wheel works. Hopefully you remember the elements of art. We talked about the elements of art in Lesson 2. Color is one of the elements. The elements make up all art. If you think back, hopefully you remember that another name for color is hue. There are lots of colors. The primary colors are blue, red, and yellow. When you mix two primary colors together, you get secondary colors. This lesson is all about experimenting with colors. Artists have been using colors to make art for centuries. An artist needs to understand how to mix colors and what will happen when you put certain colors together. You probably already know that when you mix yellow and blue paint, you can get a green color. And blue and red paint can mix to make purple. And that yellow and red paint can mix to make orange. Artists have learned to use colors to make beautiful paintings. Color mixing applies to other things besides paint. How have artists found new ways to experiment with colors? What happens if we mix Play-Doh colors?
Red, blue, and yellow are called primary colors. When you mix primary colors, you can make purple, green, and orange. Let's mix some colors. Red and blue. What color did we make? Purple. Red and yellow. What color did we make? Orange. Blue and yellow. What color did we make? Green. Purple, orange, and green are called secondary colors. What else can you use to mix colors? What's your favorite color?
What if instead of mixing Play-Doh or paint, we started mixing dots? In 1886, artists developed a new technique called Pointillism. They used dots of color close together instead of mixing the colors of paint on their palette. When viewed up close, it would look like dots, like these. When observed from a distance, the viewer's eye would mix the colors and show them what the artist wanted them to see. The Pointillism artists had to understand color. They had to know which colors to put next to each other to create this technique. The painting shown here is one of Seurat's most famous paintings. Notice all the small dots of color. Look closer. Pointillism painting is made up of small dots of color that you can see only up close. When the viewer stands back, they see the mixed colors, then how the other colors interact with each other. Instead of mixing the colors on a palette to get the colors they wanted, they used them in new ways. To understand how colors work with each other, you should understand what colors mix to create other colors. Here we see the dots are small, but if we look close, we can see that the colors are not actually mixed. A color wheel is a tool that artists use to find the right colors and color blends. It shows how the basic colors are mixed and what colors they make. The color you end up with is between the colors that are being combined. For example, if you look at the color between red and blue, you see purple. If you look between red and orange, you'll see a darker orange. The three primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. these colors cannot be mixed from other colors, but you can mix other colors by combining these colors. You can mix the primary colors to create 3 secondary colors. However, if you're not careful, when you mix all 3 of the primary colors and secondary colors, you will get a muddy brown or dark, mucky green. There are other ways that you can make new colors too. When you add in white and black, you can make tints and shades of colors. Adding white to a color lightens it and makes a tint. A tint is a mixture of a color with white, and this makes the color lighter. Pink is a tint. We can also mix blue and white to make light blue. Mixing white and black with each other makes shades of gray. If you use more white than black, you will get a light gray. If you use more black than white, you will get a dark gray. It is always helpful to know what colors you will end up with when you are mixing paints. If you're not sure what color you will make, try experimenting and seeing what new colors you can create. For this next part of the lesson, we are going to go back to Schoology. Your Schoology page will look a lot like this, but I know it's not exactly the same. The first thing we're going to do is click on this first 9 weeks folder. When we open this folder, we can go all the way down to lesson 4, that's this week's, and open it up. Again, we're going to open another folder, the optional extras for lesson 4. And this is going to bring up a few new links. We're going to use Google Canvas drawing tool to do the next part of our lesson. You can work here or open the program in a new page by clicking this button up in the top right corner. If you choose to work within Schoology, all you need to do is click Get Started. When you click this button, you will be prompted to use your account to open Chrome Canvas. The account will be your first name dot last name at stu.hsv-k12.org. I've opened my new drawing for Canvas on Chrome in a new window. I'm going to start my new drawing, and I've got a lot of tools here on the side. Sorry, I had to adjust my page so you can see all the tools. There's this chalk tool here, and what I would like you to do is practice, if you can, using these chalk tools in the way that the Pointillism painters could use, or by overlapping little bits of color to see what happened. It's up to you exactly how you're going to use it, but I want to see what you can create using this program. When you're ready, you can click these 3 dots here for more options and save your image. You can also go back to this little house to see all of your drawings. From here, you can save your image and share it if you'd like. If you decide that you want to share your work, you can go back to your Schoology page and click on the link that says Just for Fun, Upload or Create First 9 Weeks. Here, you can upload an assignment by clicking on this link. Once you upload, you can find your file by clicking this button, and then you'll be prompted to go to your downloads to see what file you just created and saved to your computer. Now, I've had a lot of people ask how to find and share files for our art lessons. If you look at the screen now, we can see that this is what your Chromebook looks like. You can go down to the bottom and type Files to help you find it. Your download should be here, and if you're looking for an image or a file, it should be in this section. Once you find it, you can go back to Schoology, this page here, and submit your assignments. After you found it, it gets uploaded here. The other thing people are asking is how to take a picture. If you decide to make some art on paper and you'd like to take a photograph of it, or a video, you can do that with your school laptop. Your laptop should look a lot like this. In the bottom left corner, there's a little dot. Here, you can click on it and you can see that there's a camera, or you can search. You want to find the camera on your school laptop. Once you find it, go ahead and click the camera, and our friend's going to help us here. Now, our friend has his picture and he's going to hold it up and get it just right. Now there's buttons over here to help us take the picture. Once you get it, click this button to take a photo. Now the photo is saved in our computer under Downloads. Remember, if you need to find the file, it should be down here. Schoology is probably also on your computer under Files. We're going to go back to Schoology one last time. Back in Schoology, in the first 9 weeks folder, Art Lesson 4, Optional Extras, there's a color mixing program and an interactive game for mixing colors. Once you're done with your other homework, I recommend checking out these tools. When the rest of your homework's done, the Creating Colors is a kind of fun game. Once you click on these, it shows you the color tubes of paint, and it's going to ask different things and show you different prompts. So you have a tutorial to tell you how to do it and what colors to mix. It's not hard. The only thing is, there's no way to save your work. Once you're done, you're done. It's just a game to play. We're going to talk about pointillism. Look at all these colors, all these dots put together. I'm going to show you how I made my own pointillism leaf. I started with plain paper and just the things that were in my pencil bag from school. Maybe some crayons, maybe some markers, maybe some regular pencils. This is what I have. I'm going to choose these colors and I'm going to make a fall leaf. I start with my outline and then I start filling in with different colors. One of the nice things about this is that I'm going really slow. Even though this is a time lapse, I can plan and see where the colors need to be and how it develops over time and how the colors react with each other. Some spots are light and some spots are dark. Some spots have lots and lots of color.